gas lights hooked up to that fridge also, so need those. Anyways, let me show you all of the ingredients. We are going to be using 1 egg in our recipe today. Some pumpkin puree, which makes sense because it is pumpkin cheesecake. So for my graham cracker bottom, I'm going to be using the graham cracker crumbs. Only gonna need like a cup of this. We'll go over all the ingredients, measurements throughout the voiceover. Do you like my dish? I absolutely love this dish that I got. I got it at an antique store. And I love it for sounds. Anyways, we are going to be using vanilla extract. Cinnamon. Nutmeg. And ground cloves. Ground cloves. We're also going to be using butter. I am using Land O'Lakes. You can use whatever butter you prefer. Cream cheese. You can't have cheesecake without cream cheese. And sugar. I have it in this little container because it's a little bit extra. So I'm using it for baking until it's used, and if I need it for like coffee or something, but I don't put sugar in my coffee. If anything, I'll put honey, but I don't even put honey. Okay. Anyways, that is all of the ingredients that is going to be used, and I will have mixing bowls and utensils throughout, but enjoy. First, we need to spray down our pan with some Pam. You can use oil or whatever you have on hand that works best. Next, in a large mixing bowl, add 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs, then 1/4 cup of white sugar, followed by 1/3 of a cup of butter or 5 tablespoons. Once added, mix together until well combined. Grabbing our muffin pan again, we will scoop a spoonful at a time into
each little divot. After you have your crumbs spread out the way that you like, you can begin pressing them down with a spoon or whatever is easiest for you. Once you are done, we're going to set aside and then get started on our cheesecake batter. I just got this mixer as a gift from a supporter, and I absolutely love it. Love it. Thank you so much. First, we want to take out 8 ounces of cream cheese, soften it, and add it to the bowl. Along with 1/4 the cup of white sugar, 1 large egg. I like to crack them into a separate bowl to check the egg to make sure it's good before I just add it into my mix and spoil everything. Next, we need to add 1/4 a teaspoon of vanilla extract to give that cheesecake a little flavor. Now that we have everything added into the bowl, we're going to seal it up and begin the mixing process. Once done, you can choose to hand whisk those little clumps out or use a fork, or choose to not let them bother you. Completely your call. Now that we have our cheesecake mix made, we're going to scoop a little bit into each little mini pie. Once you are done, set aside so we can begin to work on our pumpkin puree for the top. Taking 1/4 a cup of pumpkin puree and adding it into a mixing bowl. Followed by some cinnamon, only 1/4 a teaspoon. And only a pinch of ground clove. Along with a pinch of nutmeg. These last 2 spices are really to taste, so add as much or as little as you want. Once you have everything in your bowl, you can begin to mix together until well combined. Once you are finished mixing, you can add the pumpkin filling to the top layer. I just plopped them on top, but next time I will use a spatula to help smooth out the top to give it a cleaner look. Although it does not impact the taste, so please add it however you wish. Now that you have your pumpkin added, they are done. Now we just need to pop them into the oven. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Once preheated, we want to bake them for about 30 minutes. You can bake them a little bit longer. After 30 minutes, take them out to check them and do a toothpick check. Now that it's been 30 minutes and they are coming out clean, which means they are done. Now we're going to take some aluminum foil to wrap and store in the fridge for 8 hours or overnight for best results. Let's take a look at our yummy little pies. Oh yes, they came out looking so good. Look at that crust and the ratio. That looks so good. Good. Now let's put the rest into a container and store into the fridge. These can keep for about 5 days in your fridge, or you can freeze them for a couple of months if you want to save them for later. Once again, let's take a look at the results and be thankful for everything that we have.
But I made 6 of these little blobs. I will say I just plopped the pumpkin in, and there's definitely a better way. I'm going to do it next time because this is not the best for show, but I already had one and they are really good. So let's just have a little bit of a bite.